Welcome back to the Iglesia ni Cristo International Edition. Today we're talking about disease and healing, and we left off wanting to know the antidote or solution provided by God to man's deplorable condition. But before we go to that, brothers, why is it important for one to seek out the solution or antidote to his condition? Especially now that disease and other terrible situations are rampant in the world today.
Well, Brother Dennis, there's something that mankind must understand, that all people must realize with regard to these terrible things that are happening right now as we speak. Allow me to read that from the book of Matthew, here in chapter 24, and the verses are 33, 6 through 8, 11 through 12. So you also, when you see all these things, know that it is near at the doors, and you will hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you are not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there will be famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in various places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then many false prophets will rise up and deceive many, and because lawlessness will abound, the love of many will grow cold. According to these verses, we have read some of the things that our Lord Jesus Christ foretold when something important will take place. He said that when it is near, all of these things will take place. And let us take note that one of those signs that will take place when he said that it will be near will be pestilences.
And in another rendition of the Bible, pestilences are referred to as disease epidemics. And in fact, pestilences are contagious diseases. Let's take a look at this video clip on the rise of disease.
Climate change has many undesirable side effects, and according to new research, increasing the spread of infectious diseases can be added to that list. Sam Shiner, program director for the National Science Foundation, which co-funded the study, said Earth's changing climate and global spread of infectious diseases are threatening human health, agriculture, and wildlife. Mosquitoes that live in tropical climates, including Florida, contribute to the spread of infectious diseases like dengue fever, which has seen a resurgence in the Florida Keys after being previously eradicated from the area. The range of mosquitoes is projected to grow as temperatures increase, exposing more of the population to the diseases they can carry. Plants and animals are also subject to a potential threat from infectious diseases associated with warmer temperatures. Coral reefs in the Caribbean that have been affected by higher temperatures are less able to fight off harmful fungi and bacteria infections. These problems in the ecosystem then affect other organisms that depend on the coral. What do you think? Is the rise in the spread of infectious diseases related to climate change?
And according to statistics also, according to globalissues.org, there are 36 million deaths that happen each year because of non-communicable diseases like cancer, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and chronic lung diseases. And this is about 2/3 of the annual deaths occurring in the world every year. Now, the question is, are all these coincidence? What do these things prove according to the teachings of the Bible?
What our Lord Jesus Christ and His disciples were actually talking about by way of the context of the verses that we read previously is the actual coming of our Lord Jesus Christ, His return, also known and taught by the Bible as the Day of Judgment. Allow me to read here from the book of Matthew, here in chapter 24, and the verse is 3. And as He sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto Him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of Thy coming and of the end of the world? Therefore, the signs that our Lord Jesus Christ gave with regard to what He stated, when it is near, all of these things shall take place. One of the signs He mentioned was pestilence, diseases. It's actually a sign that something very, very important will take place right after it. And what will that be? It will be His return, the day of judgment, or the end of the world.
And Brother Ruben, what will take place on the second coming of Christ, which is also the day of judgment?
Well, we could read the answer, brother, here in the book of Jude, chapter 1, verses 14 through 15. Now Enoch, who lived 7 generations after Adam, prophesied about these people. He said, "Look, the Lord is coming with thousands of his holy ones. He will bring the people of the world to judgment. He will convict the ungodly of all the evil things they have done in rebellion, and of all the insults that godless sinners have spoken against him." Hence, the second advent of our Lord Jesus Christ is also the day of judgment. Now, why is it called the day of judgment? Because all of those who were found guilty will be condemned to the lake of fire, which we read earlier in Revelation chapter 20, verse 14, refers to the second death.
And I'm sure, brothers, that our viewers are really eager to know how they can have that healing of their condition. But most importantly, the salvation that God promised from the impending destruction on the day of judgment. Dear friends, we will get to that when we return here on the Iglesia ni Cristo International Edition. Please stay with us.